First of all, Congressman, can President Trump pull out of NAFTA without Congress?
Well, I think he can, and he should if Canada doesn't stay at the table and negotiate this through. It's time to move this ball forward. And I'll tell you, my agricultural communities across our district want to have access to that Mexican market in an updated way. And if Mexico is the only one that's going to negotiate this out, then let's move forward with that and let Canada take its own course.
But it's not a question that has been answered sufficiently. The former trade rep under President Bush, Bob Zellick, said today in a Wall Street Journal, Congress has authority to hold on to NAFTA or vote for a new deal. And Article 1 of the Constitution is pretty clear. It says it grants Congress, and I'm quoting the Constitution, quote, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and to lay and collect taxes, duties, excises, etc. So according to the Constitution, Congress has to sign off on any trade deal of the magnitude of NAFTA.
And also that's consistent with Trade Promotion Authority. But
right.
At the end of the day, let's negotiate this out with Canada and Mexico. But if Mexico is the only one that's going to negotiate with us, let's move forward. And I think at the end of the day, Canada will come to the table. They recognize it's in their interest to stay at the table, negotiate it through, and then we do a deal with Mexico and Canada at the same time.
All right. Meanwhile, I want to get back to the taxes, which is Melissa and my favorite subject to talk about. And tax cuts are clearly responsible for a large part of the economic boom that we're in right now. But not all folks from high-tax states are crazy about these tax cuts. What about your constituents? Are they in favor of the tax cut deal as being responsible for this economic boom?
Oh, absolutely. I think across the district, what I heard from a lot of folks, that extra money in their paychecks, the new job opportunities that they're experiencing related to the tax reform tax cut bill, they're seeing firsthand. That's a positive development. Now let's move forward, get those individual and business rates permanent, get permanency as the cornerstone of tax reform 2.0 and move forward with it.
But if the next tax cut bill makes that $10,000 cap on state and local tax deductions permanent, and, of course, a lot of people are complaining from your district about those caps. Would you still vote for it?
Well, we'd have to look at the final package. I'm open to the cap sunsetting, but also recognize we have 7 years before that cap expires that we could deal with the real root of the problem,
well, hold on
which is
a second.
spending
You
out of
said
Albany.
you're in favor of the cap sunsetting. I asked if you would be in favor of making that cap permanent. Would you vote for a tax bill that made that cap permanent?
Yeah, you know, obviously I'm very interested in making permanent the individual and business tax increases from ever occurring, so we'd have to balance that out. But we should get our root cause of the problem in New York State and elsewhere in those high-tax states, the spending out of our state capitals under control. And you got 7 years to do it. Let's do it.
But I didn't hear a yes that you would sign a tax bill that made those tax caps permanent.
Well, I'm interested in taking care of those individuals and businesses as a top priority, but if that's the deal we got to cut, I'm open to it.
All right, Congressman, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.
It's good to be with you.